Trees! Our climate crisis is in need.
Why is this being a dick?
A view to save humanity. That's why we can't ignore the trees.
Hashtag Team Trees.
The story of the Garden of Eden in Genesis chapters 2 and 3 is a theodicy that attempts to address what is commonly known as the problem of evil. But more importantly than that, it sets the foundation for the moral and metaphysical framework.
Are we live? I have no idea if we're live right
We are live. Do you want me to send this? Part of me wonders if I should send this to you because this is being...
Oh, yeah, sure. I might be able to just find it, though.
Oh, that's probably because I've gotten a fuck ton of shit open trying to get this stream to run.
For the record, chat, we are totally professional streamers.
Our climate crisis is in need. A view to save humanity.
I'm sharing now.
That's why we can't ignore the trees.
Hashtag Team Trees.
The story of the Garden of Eden in Genesis chapters 2 and 3
I have
is
no
a
idea
theodicy
which
that attempts
window is
to
playing.
address what is commonly known as the problem of evil. But more importantly than that, it sets the foundation for the moral and metaphysical frameworks for the Abrahamic faiths of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, as well as establishing the character of the main character of the whole Bible. Since the verse that's the focal point of this video is at the end of the story, it's probably important to give a quick summary of the events that lead up to it. You know, for proper context.
All right, let's see it.
In the beginning, the all-knowing Unitarian God got bored and decided he needed a creation to test. Or the perfectly content and love and pleasure Trinitarian God decided it was time for a change. So they created, well, everything.
Quick, give me your lighter.
And right smack dab in the middle of that everything, the Elohim, which is a plural noun that was later changed to the singular noun Lord in most modern translations, placed a perfectly perfect garden full of animals, as perfectly perfect creators are known to do. Then God decided to make an idol of him themselves, but not out of nothing like everything else.
Nothing.
They made the bold design choice to go with dirt as the creation medium. After that, the man named Adam,
why do men have nipples?
May or may not have had sex with every animal in the garden before the all-knowing God decided to make him a suitable companion. But not out of dirt or nothing this time.
The nothing.
They decided to try their hand at the cosmetic surgical arts and use one of Adam's ribs, resulting in the first woman named Eve. At this point, I should probably mention that in the whole process of creating everything out of nothing, the God character also made 2 magical trees. One instantly bestowed the objective moral knowledge of good and evil if eaten from, but had the nasty, intelligently designed side effect of causing the victim to die, or not, the day, or not they ate from it. Let it be known that God was very clear that they were to not eat from this tree. Now, there's a lot I could say about this little drop of leaven that God pinched into the loaf that is the garden. And I did, in this video that'll be linked at the end of the one you're currently watching. But I digress. The second magical tree caused anyone who ate from it to live forever. That's it. No devastating side effects and no command to not eat from it. In addition to the life and death trees, God also made a really smart snake out of nothing that may or may not work for him.
I am the servant of the power behind the nothing.
So one day, or the same day, Eve was lusting over the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil that God intelligently designed to be pleasing to her eye, when the snake slithered or walked up to her to deceive her by telling her the truth. And this is what he said.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, my snake's a little rusty, but I want you to remember that because it'll be a rather important point later on. Well, one thing led to another, and she ate the fruit. And being completely ignorant to the topic of good and evil, Adam deferred to the age-old proverb of happy wife, happy life, and also ate the fruit that Eve offered him. Oddly enough, the fruit caused them to be incredibly self-conscious of not being up to date on the latest fashion trends. And after a short game of hide-and-seek with the all-knowing creator of everything, God found them. As you can imagine, God was understandably pissed at the outcome of this whole situation that they knew would happen ahead of time. So first, he cursed the snake to slither like a snake and eat dust. Then, they altered Eve's body to give her intense pain during childbirth, and told her that Adam was the boss of her.
Now you're a man! A man! Now you're a man! A man!
And finally, when it was Adam's turn for punishment, to teach him a lesson, they made thorns on plants, increased Adam's sweatiness, and caused him to turn to dust upon his possible death within 24 hours. Apparently so the snake wouldn't starve to death. After all of this, God decided to kill an animal to make them some caveman clothes, as opposed to making some cotton rompers out of plants, or possibly some polyester jumpsuits out of nothing.
The nothing.
What is the nothing?
And with that, we're up to speed, and we can get to the whole freaking point of this entire video.
All right. So I just wanted to do a little showcase of B.S. Lewis while we're trying to figure out what to do, but I should probably get you unmuted. Hi, Doc. How are you?
I am unmuted.
You are unmuted. You're welcome.
So
all right. So what you wanted to do?
My fault that I've completely destroyed our ability to even have guests, and for that I mostly apologize. But also, there's a small part of me that I like designing trolls.
Is BS still in Discord?
I am not in Discord with them.
You're supposed to be. All right. Here we
I
go.
was for
You're
a
supposed
moment.
to be holding down the fort. God damn it! Can't trust you to do shit. BS, are you still here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, we haven't had a show go this poorly since.
It's been a while. It has been a while, and you know what? I feel bad because I have 2 streams. We have a bunch of people gifting memberships, and I'm really hoping there weren't super chats or.
Not that I've seen. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, it's been a while. So I guess it's supposed to be C.S. Lewis. We've been having a bit of technical difficulties, but I do want to say, if I can get back to. Yeah, okay. So I do want to thank Left-Handed Jedi for gifting 10 tapioca weasels. Regios for gifting 5 tapioca weasels. Dr. Tapioca Weasel for gifting himself cult members. So nice
to
of you.
be clear, I am not the person who is in charge of this account. What those are reparations. Those are reparations.
I shall take them with what do you call it?
Great aplomb.
Am I in there? I don't see you. Holy shit. Bad Science Lewis. Is that you? Holy shit.
Fucking finally. God damn.
talking shit. I hate you so much right now.
Are you talking to Vandy, right?
Sure.
I think it was the occult arts that kept me out of this stream for so long.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And
Yeah.
you know what? We shouldn't keep our viewers waiting. We should.
Yeah, shut up. You
Occult-
should shut up. Like you're still like, yeah, we just said our thank yous. And I don't even know. I don't even know that I've said all my thank yous. And we haven't. Oh, Regios, you angel. Regios gifted 5 tapioca memberships to this new stream because do you know, B.S. Lewis, do you know that you kept 33 people waiting patiently? God, their patience for almost as many minutes.
As there are people, right?
Right.
That's called building anticipation. That's showbiz talk here. Come on.
That's showbiz, peeps. Like you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Ha ha. All right.
I mean that's just good planning.
Yeah, no, like you're like you are later than I have ever been. So like, I am gonna
Even when you were pregnant?
Yeah, that's what I said. What about that time you were pregnant?
Boom! Oh yeah, menstruation joke right off the bat. Look at that.
How do can I drop him out of? I know there's a way for me to drop him
both
out of
did
here.
that.
You might not get him back.
Oh, ha.
That's me.
Oh yeah, you. We're talking about you, bud.
Okay. They'll drop me. I don't know if I can come back.
I know. Like that's the
No,
show.
that's true,
That's the
though.
show. He's never gonna find his way back in here. So yeah, we're gonna finish out from StreamYard today. Just fingers crossed, and then we'll get back to the good shit next week. But we have got the greatest shit for you this week. B.S. Lewis, do your elevator pitch. Tell him who you are.
I'm a cartoon, and I make funny stuff. I think there was a spot in YouTube atheism that was lacking a South Park meets Family Guy type of content, and I was glad to fill that. As you guys saw in the preview, there's some raunchy jokes, there's some deep, sophisticated theological humor, and everything in between.
No, yeah, that you have a very unique cartoon style. How did you? What was the decision behind that?
Just to do cartoons. I just like making flip books as a kid, and everything you guys will see on my channel is me learning to animate. So don't watch the earlier stuff because it's horrible.
I love the earlier stuff. I was going back over your stuff because like I've seen most of it, but just to refresh I go over people's content when I'm trying to figure out what to showcase for the week. And I was looking at your earlier stuff, like that thing you did with the Doug animation.
Oh, you watched that one? Yeah, that was my first actual kind of real video. My very first video was like a meme, but like the second one was that
Wait,
one.
about Doug at Pine Creek?
Pine Creek, yeah. Like just
Fantastic.
totally shitting on him.
That's hilarious. I haven't even seen that.
I called
15
in
minutes of straight shitting on Doug. It is top tier comedy. I love it.
Yeah, I called in a few years ago, and then this was my attempt at a reimagined how I wish it would have went. And so he asked me to light his napkin on fire in the video, and I ended up lighting everything else but the napkin on fire using praying in tongues.
It went so well. My other one, not that it's not that it's a cartoon, but when you tricked Alpha into thinking that Christy Burke was like sending you like love messages on the internet.
Yeah, that's a big assist to Gurr on that one because he was really an excellent.
He really
wingman
didn't
on that.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
You were
awesome.
like, fuck it, let's do this.
Alpha's a good sport. I have a short
Alpha's
about him
great.
too. Yeah.
Alpha's good sport. I love Alpha. I'm sorry. AR is right. Not Christy Burke, Krusty Bark.
Krusty Bark. Yeah. And then my favorite part of that video is that Alpha keeps saying like, "Well, that's her sock account." And I'm like, she would not name herself Krusty as a sock account.
That's the perfect name for a sock account. Krusty, are you kidding me?
Yeah, BS loser.
There might be a few of those roaming around from the but it's probably like Jill and Praise. Oh God, good times. And I was so upset because I missed that live. And but thank you for reposting it because holy crap.
Did you ever watch the long one where I did a mock conversation about me and about two Christians talking about blood and Jesus? And it was a longer one, but that's one of my favorite ones because sometimes I'll have really these crazy conversations with people, and I'll be like, I gotta turn that into something because it's amazing that it was just so weird. We talked everything from like blood, and magic, and then there was like, well, the Garden of Eden, the snake was actually semen, and it just went crazy.
Maybe. I the first time I saw you, one of your videos was, I think I was talking to you about that, the one that you did not this past, well, you didn't do anything this past Christmas, but I think the one before, where it was I don't know, it was like this home shopping network of like Christianity and showcased a little bit of everybody in there. Like, you had Apologia calling in. It's like, "Hey, what about that?" And they were like, "Wow, excellent question. Let's go over to this commercial," and then promptly forget that you asked it.
Yeah, that was my ode to apologetics. It was just every apologetics applied to Christmas,
Yeah, yeah.
and
No,
they all fit.
yeah, absolutely. No, you have an awesome channel. Like while we were trying to get you in here, I showcased. I don't think it was I think it was your newest cartoon, but I think you have something after that that's posted. I know you have a couple of cartoons in the works. And we'll talk about the one that you have coming up at the end of the stream. But yeah, I do I do like it's campy. So if you get offended easily, it might not be the best place to go. But I can't what is it? I can't is it advocate for you enough or whatever the word is I'm trying to think
You'll be
of.
my advocate, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you are. You're going down with me if it goes
I
to
don't
the
know.
sinks.
Right. No, you know what? I've been a fan for a long time, and you deserve to have more subs. So I'm glad to be able to wait, Vandy. Where's the other one we had? Because we just played that one.
I have
The
the
video
occult.
for the occult one.
I'm sharing it. I thought I was sharing it. Am I not sharing it? Now I'm sharing it.
Okay, now you're
Sorry.
sharing it. Thank you. All right.
That was
So now you're up. Can you tell BS? So BS did not want to watch the video.
I
He
mean,
wanted
it's
to
probably a
be
healthy decision.
Yeah, I'm scared of that kind of stuff. You know, I want to be able to sleep at night.
And I think you want to jump to the first, like the break. Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
Like,
here.
yeah.
Maybe?
Because like a lot of it, like a lot of that talking is like commercials, self promos. We don't need to do a prayer visual. You know what I mean? But
Every
do you
part
want
of
to
my
tell?
being wants
Do
to
you want to tell
go and
everybody what
find.
we have in store for them today?
What we have in store for y'all today is a descent into a fever dream of evangelical satanic panic of the likes. That's really like fundamentally depressing at several different levels.
Yes,
right?
I'd go with disturbing.
So Sean McDowell.
Our creator is this channel, David Heavener, Last Evangelist. Not a bad name, I suppose. Heavener seems like a fake name, though. Just saying. We got 91.3K subscribers, and we got a hot 3,000 views, which is not a great view number.
Yeah, it's not a great view number. So, which is great that a lot of people aren't scaring themselves to death with demons. But
Indeed,
it's kind of his thing, which is weird.
Yeah, and
so
we
you
will
would think
see.
that
Shall
this
we?
would be the thing that people would be watching, and
So is this guy like a cult case Christianity where he goes and tries to solve old homicides
No,
done by
No.
demons?
No,
So you
don't
said
don't give it away. Don't give it away. We're just gonna go with no.
all
Occult.
I'm going to say
Occult.
is it's not. Yeah, it's not cold case. It's a cult case.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
Please go and support the ministry by signing up. You can get 2 months free
Yeah.
if you do it.
No, we don't need to sign up.
Everybody-
For the ministry.
Everybody out there knows about Jeffrey.
By the way, we're starting off immediately. We're jumping right into a nice, lighthearted topic: Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yeah.
the serial killer, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Serial killer. Yes.
So, people, if you're not familiar, Jeffrey Dahmer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Milwaukee. Yeah. Okay. So that would be Wisconsin. I went to college in Wisconsin. Nothing good comes from Wisconsin. And he may have eaten his victims a little bit, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You told me something about Jeffrey Dahmer that just about floored me. Would you share that with the audience?
Sure. I've seen all the stories, documentaries that came out and read things, but because being in part of law enforcement and inside, we were in a Def Tech training center on advanced occult crimes, and law enforcement people brought in the pictures of Jeffrey's apartment.
So I don't know about you, chat, but when I see these pictures, all I can think is the only explanation is satanic worship.
Right. Yeah. That certainly doesn't look like everyone's kitchen ever.
But
totally Satan was had something to do with the state of those countertops.
Well, you can see how that knife and that handle are in like a cross shape almost. So.
Exactly.
You gotta have the subtle eye.
Upside down cross.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So we all know about the crimes and the sexual, perverted things and eating people and killing people and all that.
Right.
Lighthearted.
What they didn't tell you, because I don't think they understood that.
Wait, were all those people the people he ate, or is that just a random?
No,
shot?
those were actually his victims. So he usually did. His victims were like people of color, usually because
they tended to be young, homosexual people of color, because those were the people that would be the least likely
to be missed.
To be missed or
searched for.
To have a competent investigation go for. Yeah. There have been a number of there was a Netflix thing about Jeffrey Dahmer that came out a few years ago, and I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like the first couple episodes, and it starts with him getting caught and the guy who got him caught, and this guy was this close to getting killed and this close to not having the police pay any attention to what he was saying.
Right.
What they didn't tell you, because I don't think they understood what it all meant. What they didn't tell you is, number one, Jeffrey Dahmer was satanic ritually abused. He had multiple personalities.
Wow.
Those are not the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's thinking, is he saying like multiple personalities, like for the multiple demons that were in his body? Is that what he thinks like this is? I don't know.
I don't know. You know what we should do? We should let him cook.
Partly
is that like never mind.
We gotta let him cook. Yeah. Okay, because I mean, they are the one who knocks. Okay, that's
Satanic
what I'm saying.
altar built out of human thigh bones. He had a triangle-shaped power cone. They summoned demons to bring the demons in. It was made out of human.
And he had a power sword.
Is that what he said? A power sword?
No, I was just thinking. Yeah, I was just thinking Power Rangers for some reason. I don't know.
No, I mean,
But,
I love, we go from talking about like, oh, these are the pictures that the cops gave me. This is a total and this is totally a picture of his house and his kitchen, and I'll just give him that. And from there we go to an altar made of thigh bones and like a power sword,
a triangle-shaped power cone.
Yeah, like men in hats.
Now, to be clear, I'm not aware of cones that don't look like triangles. So,
out of human thigh bones. Wow. He had a triangle-shaped power cone. They summoned demons to bring the demons in. It was
As
built
one
out of,
does.
it was made out of human skulls.
What?
Well, and we know this is all true because we saw a picture of his kitchen.
right, yeah,
From the
I
police.
saw things
Therefore,
that could,
demon portal summoning, skull altar.
That makes sense.
I can think of no other explanation. Also, does anybody else feel like they are filming this inside an old, like kind of slightly run down bowling alley?
That's what I thought. The bar in a bowling alley.
I'm getting total bowling alley bar vibes here, like 100%.
Why didn't the news talk about this? Why wasn't this?
Because it was bullshit. That's why the news didn't talk about it.
Why? Why? It's because the news is satanic.
Yeah, they're trying to like keep safe the satanic worshippers and their demon bone altars. I don't understand. I like really trying. I'm struggling to understand like where all this is coming from. Like he is dead serious. Like look at him. He's got this face just like, how could he do this? Like it is just,
Yeah, no,
so
he looked
serious. Like, and it's just like, and it's just as he is pulling this out of his ass.
just like right out of it. I mean, it's honestly a little bit impressive because it's not. There's a lot of curves in the large intestine, so pulling such a large object out, you have to. The logistics aren't trivial. It's my.
You're
point.
gonna need a power cone for that.
Center point of everything.
We can say on the one side, there's no question Satan and his side wants to keep that downplayed anyway. Anybody a part of that, they don't want that out. Second thing would be, it's true in law enforcement and it's true in media. They don't have the grid map. They don't.
Yeah.
What does this skull mean? What is this?
Well, they don't have the mind.
They don't have the grid map. The hell just fell down. Something fell down. Oh, my phone fell. Sorry.
Of Christ, right?
Right.
You have the mind of Christ.
Does this guy look like he has the mind of Christ?
No, if they both have the mind of Christ, shouldn't they be able to read each other's minds?
Well, hold on, not
like
necessarily. Not maybe Christ has multiple personalities.
Like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Right?
Maybe Jeffrey
like
Dahmer
Jeffrey
had the
Dahmer.
mind of
Yeah.
Christ and not a demon.
Maybe Jeffrey Dahmer was one of Jesus Christ's personalities. I hope not. That would be horrifying.
Yeah.
Because, that means Jesus is from Wisconsin, and that's not great.
We're not putting them down. It's just
wait. Where did the Mormons say Jesus was from, or Jesus went? Or
Jackson County, Missouri.
Missouri, yeah. That's the Garden of
Missouri.
Eden.
That's the Garden of Eden, at
It's
least.
kind of Wisconsin.
Yeah, but with more slavery.
And yeah, exactly. Missouri is Wisconsin with slavery. Yeah, I don't know why that's not their like state motto.
Probably because of the slavery part.
Yeah, people. Yeah.
Approach it from that.
Right. So when I say forensic psychology, I'm including biblical content, the Spirit of God's guidance intertwined with the investigative, factual, forensic facts of a case.
Everything that was just said is physically painful to me.
Were those words?
You can't just take a field of science like psychology, particularly one with such importance as forensic psychology, which already has a huge array of issues already, I'm sure, right? And just be like, okay, but I start as my starting point the factual matter of the word of the Bible. That's not how science works.
Actually, I don't want people to think that we're money hungry whores. We're other type of whores.
Okay.
BS, you do have a question though.
I don't know. I don't have the mind of Christ, so I have no way to know.
No, between these two guys, like, do you know that they're not sharing a brain cell?
I don't know. They're not like conjoined twins or anything. So
I don't see any evidence of a brain cell.
Right. Well,
personally.
Well, there's
there's
this
that.
the immediate motor functions of like blinking and stuff.
Oh,
But
fair.
You
know
can do
what?
that with
You're
it.
right.
Whoa. Everything they're doing right now, you can do with the brain stem.
Yeah, brain
Just saying.
stem. But brain stem, does that count as brain cell? I mean,
Ooh,
it's
no.
an arguable
Nope,
point,
nope.
but you're going to end up on the side that says no. Yeah, exactly.
Nope.
that's too controversial for me to weigh in on, guys. Stem cells.
Sorry, we're getting all sciencey. I in fairness, I did promise you no politics. You're in Bad Science Sunday.
Yeah, I'll do science.
But you can speculate on the lack of brain cells between these two idiots.
No, I am the perfect person for doing bad science. I will admit that. So, because I suck at
That
it.
sounded like a challenge.
Oh, God.
Well, I'll tell you how a magnet works. How's that?
Oh.
You know, they stick together. Duh.
What goes to motivate? Why did Jeffrey Dahmer kill those people? There's a satanic motivated side for powers, satanic were other parts of him that had been through abuse himself.
Right.
Demons operating in him was all a part of that.
But I saw.
I'm not sure if I'm ever going to recover from that.
I know that was a sick burn. I mean, people
But we
talk
have
about
demons
that.
to talk about.
But I'm like, I want to run over there with some NyQuil and chicken noodle soup. Like, holy shit, are you okay?
I got some heart palpitations. No, the answer is no. I'm not okay.
Oh no!
His mother and
we
father.
got
You should give him a break. Right?
No, wait, what? No, have you never Bad Science Sunday before? No, you've upped the ante. We're full steam ahead.
I can do it.
On the news. I mean, they look like a couple of school teachers. I mean, how could that happen?
What? Okay,
Probably
so
they got a job at a
they're
school.
gassed that two people who look like school teachers could have raised someone as horrible as Jeffrey Dahmer. How could that have happened? I'm sorry, you've just racked the doc. Holy shit. He's got nothing left in him. All right,
Yeah,
BS, you're gonna have to riff with me.
I was gonna say, like, maybe who can tell who has a taste for flesh? Like, honestly, like, it could be anybody in this room right now.
Could be. Could even be like rapey looking doctor that's, in the square just below me.
Look at how that guy's looking at other guy.
I
I want to eat you.
absolutely and totally mentally sound. I have no idea what you could even be. Look what happened. You just made me lose my damn.
Yeah, he's gonna be like this for a while. It's fine. I heard you like talking about you.
Not particularly, but yeah. I will say. Oh, okay. But
you will say what?
One thing about myself is I have been monitoring that me and you were pretty close in subs until last week.
You saw that
and then
too?
something happened.
Oh my
and
God.
I don't know what the hell happened. Tell us all what happened.
You know what? I can't believe you were looking at that too. Oh my God. I wasn't even going to bring it up, but since you bring it up.
We share a brain cell.
I was so fucking jealous.
What the hell? Wait, hold on. What the hell just happened? You have 700 subs now, Maya?
Wake the fuck up. Anyways, you know what? I don't. He's annoying me. Anyways, so we BS and I were like within 5 subs, but he was like always just like edging me, and it felt like I was being edged too, because it's like, oh my God, did I catch up? Oh, holy fuck, he hasn't produced a cartoon in a goddamn month. How the fuck did he get 10 subs? And it was just like, I was really going through some shit. You have no idea. But like, this is what creators do.
Now I know.
No, but like, this is what we do to each other as creators. It's just like you find somebody and you're like, because like, and I was saying to Doc Dino, it was Doc Dino, Nitty, BS Lewis, like it was, and you fucked with me because sometimes with like Doc Dino and Nitty, we were just like, okay. but you were just like, I would get. It's like people were like, oh, if I sub to Maya, I have to sub to BS, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, are you kidding me?
Bastards.
No, no, and it was killing me. It was like I stream every fucking week, and I really did have to like go into like my calm place because I feel you put way more work into what you do. You actually have like scripted quality content. I come onto the computer. I log into my computer once a week. I hit the live button to show my boobs. I drink. I cuss like a lot, and like I don't put like I don't put the amount of work into my content.
Did you
that
just
you
move
do.
that mic?
I had to, yeah.
I
Oh,
know you
well,
did.
enough of
Okay,
my
5 more
shit.
subs.
I'm sorry.
5
Well,
more
no, I'm like
subs.
I'm spitting into my mic, and so I'm like hearing the
Oh,
feedback.
okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I am. Didn't
I
mean
think
to,
your
like-
viewers just went up.
Probably. It's like, there's a disturbance in the force. The nitties are out. Holy shit. Let's go, guys. Go, 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 go.
Well, I will tell you that you did beat me to 500. And I was like, and then I came in like a couple days later. I was like, yay. And you sent me the Discord DM. Good job, BS. LOL.
No, yeah, BS and I got our 500 subs the same week, and you know what? I'm going to stop being a bitch about it. I'm actually glad you called me out because I like to do personal growth, and why not on the internet? Because I'm the call out queen, so I call other people out on their shit, and I'm like, you need to grow the fuck up, and you need to do it on the internet. So I'm going to do the same thing. I've been a petty bitch. You are a quality content maker. You make better content than I do, and you deserve every goddamn sub you have. You've been doing this twice as long as me, so you deserve to be twice as far as me at least. And you are filling a much needed hole in the internet. Nobody is doing it like you do. So
I
hats off
appreciate
to you,
that.
sir.
I do appreciate that. And that's because YouTube hates me because I don't post regularly and I don't interact with people like how I should. And I put copyrighted material on my shit all the fucking time. I'm just the worst YouTuber, so I get the numbers I deserve, but not the content.
You got the attention of Krusty Bark. So you're doing something right.
Yeah, she has a big crush on me.
I might have to play some of that before you go out, just so like people who have no idea who you are understand what we're talking about.
You know, at the end we can always wrap it up with the Bread of Life intro, and that way gonna go for it can laugh at my ass.
Oh, look, the weasels decided to come back.
Hey,
we're so happy to see you.
He's stuck to it just like a magnet.
Oh. Oh man, I just can't get a break here. Just,
all right, I'll lay off the jokes.
Don't do that.
For now.
All right. See, look, he's in here paying reparations. So, you know, like a good little weasel or weasels. I'm not really sure how many there are.
Also, I just wanted to say I saw Creation Myths was in the chat, and I don't remember if I have seen Dr. Dan Stern Cardinal in our chat before, but that is Creation Myths.
That's super cool. Thank you for coming by our little debauchery laden show.
And for the
we
record,
do appreciate you.
And for the record, Dan, if you need somebody to demonstrate how the whole membership gifting thing works, because I know you saw me really going to town in the show last night.
I saw that, yeah.
I
was afraid totally you would run out of money before our show started, and I was concerned.
I'm white, Maya. I never run out of money.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
We've dealt with hundreds of cases.
B.S. Lewis, you know all about
when
that,
we
right?
engage the
You're
family.
independently
So
wealthy
usually
because you're born a white baby boy or whatever you are.
Yeah, I'm Batman.
I don't even know. Like, yeah. What are you? Like, are you like a old Morty?
Yeah, I'm an old crusty white guy with like a bluish white fro and some devil horns. Actually, bull horns. They're not devil horns. I get that all the time.
Or wait, Morty. Rick. You're Rick. Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, except he's old man.
Don't at me. I corrected myself.
You did.
The audience do.
mom and dads will look like good, but it's the Ezekiel 8, chapter 8 thing.
Right.
The perpetrators in Ezekiel 8 for the underground Luciferian, child sacrificing coven underneath the temple hidden.
Hold up. I am unaware of an underground Luciferian child sacrificing organization that is the subtext of Ezekiel. Am I way off base here?
Catholic Church?
Fair enough.
Who was leading it? God led him, the 70 elders of Israel. The top political and religious leaders by day were the fake. By night, they were the real thing.
Wow.
So it's a methodology in Luciferianism, the real stuff, to where publicly they're to be a part of it. They're like community leaders. They're going to be community leaders. They're going to be all over the place. I've never met in satanic ritual abuse victims whose parents and family structures were not a part of some kind of church.
That is actually an extremely interesting observation that I do not remotely disagree with.
Wait, what do you mean?
Let me go back like 15 seconds.
Luciferianism, the real stuff, to where publicly they're to be a part of it. They're like community leaders. They're going to be community leaders. They're going to be all over the place. I've never met in satanic ritual abuse victims whose parents and family structures were not a part of some kind of church.
Sorry, I think I was reading
She just self-owned or what?
I know, right?
It is a self-own in the sort of obvious sense. It's also a self-own though when you actually look at the like what he's saying is true.
Yeah, we
people,
agree.
People who do not come from a background where the whole idea of Satan is one that's like given credence. If you don't come from that background, it's not going to be a feature.
Nope.
In whatever crisis you go through, it's not going to be interpreted in that way, because why would it? People who these things are projections that we put on it as humans, because we're normally crappy at doing like the thing of rational thinking.
Can I just say, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. Like, are these guys supposed to solve the case, or are they just going to jibber jabber about satanic theories about?
Yeah,
Jeffrey
no,
Dahmer?
they're bitching about.
I didn't know if this is a lead up to something, like, and then they get their magnifying
Oh
glasses
no,
out.
yeah. There's too many whatever their flavor of Christians are, and we all need to repent and come to Jesus so that all these satanic devils or demons stop literally littering the earth and jumping into bodies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Side note, you know when Jesus lets the pigs have the demons, he puts them out of that person and goes to the pigs.
Yeah, Legion. Yeah.
Like, what the hell's stopping them from just leaving the pigs and then just going back into people? Like, there is even a story in the Bible where the guy's like, oh, okay, he got rid of one demon and then 7 came back later after he cleaned his mind, after he washed his brain or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, I never get this. Oh, he like a big deal. Oh, he went around banishing demons. Like, but they don't die. They're just like the cold or some kind of virus. Somebody else can just catch it, you know?
So, oh my gosh, I wish I could remember what it was. But I remember hearing that story about why it was significant. Because I didn't understand that either. Like, what difference does it make if they go into like, I thought maybe it was just like what do you call it? Jesus playing 4D chess, where it's like, oh yeah, sure, you can go into the pigs, and then haha, pigs die, you lose anyway. But somebody, and you know what, I don't know why I do this. I'll start things that I don't remember, and I don't want to finish it out because I don't remember, and I don't want to get it wrong, and then I look stupid either way. So,
well, I just don't understand if there's actually any rules set that when a person, like a host dies, that the parasite dies too. Like, even like if
they had to go into a body because they would have fared better in a body than if they had just been cast out. Because there's something about the just being cast out that would have put them into like outer darkness or some kind of crazy place like that. But if they were in a body, they had more like control over their circumstances. So
Mm.
which I don't know, just would make Jesus seem to be a dick, but I'm sure at the time it made sense.
Well,
But
he's still a Jew. He hates pigs. Like, but at this point, I thought pigs were a protected species, though. Like, you can't fuck with a pig. You can't kill it. You can't eat it. You can't do anything with it. Like,
yeah, I mean, if true, like Jesus would have got his ass handed to him, like a whole thing. Like, do you have any idea how much money he just killed off? Like, and I don't know. Supposedly, people believe that he was what he said he was, and like, how do you not get upset about that? But yeah, whatever.
All fair questions. Why did it not? Oops, I don't even have it. There we go.
Wow.
They're all there as a cover.
So in other words, they were a program multiple.
Many of them, yeah.
This is a term that gets used a lot, program multiple, and it seems to be a reference to some sort of horrific conspiratorial nonsense. So yeah,
This is my first time hearing that. Like, yes, have
me
you heard?
too.
No. Okay.
I've heard predictive programming, but not program multiple.
So now I don't want to put words in your mouth, and I'm just using this as an example. Jeffrey Dahmer's mother could have been a program multiple. She was programmed.
Did you just say Dahmer?
Yeah, you're right.
Dahmer.
I thought you said Mommer.
My understanding is Jeffrey Dahmer doesn't actually. There's not an L there, I think.
Well, I'll give you credit for Mommer because that was pretty funny.
Well, I'll take it. I'm exceptionally good at taking credit that I don't deserve. Okay, it's basically the reason for all of my success in physics. Fantastic.
Because when we've engaged this for all these years, the first generation of these who had babies and children, and then the second and third. So the truth is, we should be looking at every single satanic ritually abused person will normally have a mother and a father.
Hold on.
Every satanic person will have a mother,
and father.
and
father?
That's just science. Come on.
Absolutely groundbreaking.
Wow.
You know what? That was some good science that he just said.
You know, a broken clock is right at least twice a day.
Yeah, biologically speaking, because of course the assignment of mother and father does not necessarily carry over to the correlated but not dispositively related assignment of man and woman. The two are not the same.
That are not only part of the coven group, but most likely one of them will be multiple themselves.
Yeah.
And it's handed down, the whole thing, you don't catch it, but it's handed down through the trauma, through the spiritual dark side's design to create another one in the same way.
How, now this may be graphic, folks, but how do they take a baby? How old is the baby usually when they start the programming?
Well, it gets deeper and deeper. It occurs even before the people.
Even before they're born?
Yeah, it's by spiritual, the people doing the birthing or creating a new child have to be already demonized and prepared.
What?
Okay.
And so
wait, so you have to find a demonized mother?
Like no, you have to find a demonized like midwife or OBGYN like department.
But
or a demonized adoption agency at least.
Well, at that point they're already born, and it might be too late to turn them into a demon.
All right, in vitro then.
Yeah, hence the OBGYN sort of thing.
I would love a source on this. I mean, holy shit!
Wouldn't we all?
Good luck with that, Maya.
Source: the Bible.
But his Bible isn't even. It's just like the Bible says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." The end. But like he's got all these rituals, and this is how the Satanists do the things. And I'm just like, why do you believe this?
Jason Jacoby with the turkey baster of doom. I'd say it's the power cone.
a wedge-shaped core of darkness. So that's a Virginia Woolf reference right there. Sorry.
Oh my God.
So normally, so they're going to be actually there. This is a breeding project, just like the Nazis in the mass race. They're going to.
And if we were playing bingo, which I should totally play, we should totally be playing bingo. I have a bingo website. I made a bingo website. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Go together.
Shameless plug.
They believe.
Right.
Well, kind of.
Whether we want to, they believe when they actually come together, there's a sex ritual.
Okay.
Releasing demons into the process.
Okay.
Into the.
Does this guy think sperm is demons?
Yeah, it's serpent seed. If you watched my channel, you'd know that it's on there. There's a whole industry about it.
I'm not a smart weasel, okay? I'm barely literate.
Boom. They have rituals to summon or release demons even then.
Okay, let me see if I can clarify this. So a man and woman gets together, they have a sexual encounter for the purpose of creating a program multiple, because they're both demonic.
Right.
And so it's a demon seed.
Right. And their goal is they want to create a really altered, in their view. Now we look at it as bad. They look at it as, we're going to create a superior human, a powerful human, a human that's more enhanced. They'll have more abilities, multiple abilities, programming, demon abilities, supernatural abilities.
This is where you
took me back. He's cracked the case.
I think this is the plot.
We want a superhuman with superhuman abilities, so we can fucking sacrifice it on an altar.
This is the plot to Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and his Al Pacino as his dad.
I'm gonna have to watch that now. I did not know that.
He wants to hook up with his sister and have a Antichrist child.
Tell me more. Wait, Keanu.
Or is it Constantine? It's one of those two.
Constantine.
No, it's not Constantine.
I don't know if he wants to hook up with his sister, but
no, it's not Constantine.
It's definitely Keanu Reeves is definitely like the guy in Constantine.
I think it's Devil's Advocate. It's the one where Pacino is the lawyer, but he's also Satan, and then Keanu's like his son.
This is so hilarious. So he watched a movie, and now all of a sudden, this is what I'm not even surprised. These are the same type of people that get mad at celebrities for not actually having the personality of their favorite movie character.
Well, the guy on the right looks like he's from The Sopranos. I'll just say that.
Yeah, he looks like a weird Axelrod. What's his name? Never mind. It doesn't matter.
But does anybody know why this guy's called the Last Evangelist? Like, I really hope he is, but I'm wondering if there's not a trick to this.
Probably a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, I mean,
if so, is the other guy next to him? He's like, "Well, I'm an evangelist too." Like, no, I'm the last one. Shut up.
I mean, I would love it to be like, I don't know. It's to say, no, it's some like Jonestown believing bullshit, but he's probably just one of those people who think that, if you're not my flavor of Christian, you're an atheist, and therefore anything that you say
demonic.
Well, yeah, it's demonic, and it can't be of God, because how could you possibly be speaking for the God if you don't believe truly in his teachings? I don't know. But no, I haven't. I've watched a handful of the videos just to make sure. I do try to steel man.
I was like, whoa, Maya, saying the quiet part out loud, are we?
I know, right? But I do try to steel man. It's just more of this, where they just, it's a lot of this. And I don't know. I didn't watch the very first video. Maybe it's there. Not really sure. But I mean, it's a funny kind of name though, right?
Yeah. Indeed.
To Germany back in the 30s.
Really? I mean,
he knew it was coming. Hitler. Can I say that?
It's already happened like 4 times. It's just that, like, normally it doesn't happen the moment I unpause, right? You don't get Godwin's law the moment I unpause. I mean, it actually does happen a lot because of God. Yeah.
With the Germans.
Just terrible.
Hitler
Right.
wanted to create the ultimate race.
Right.
Same demonic presence.
Same concept.
Okay, so now she's pregnant. She has the baby.
Who is the she? Who
Okay,
knows?
so
The demon.
hey, the
succubus lady.
guy on the right is Robert Sungenis. Does anybody know who that is?
I do know who Robert Sungenis is. Robert Sungenis is a famous geocentrist, and I'm pretty sure he's a tradcath. I didn't realize that was him.
I was today years old. Tradcath, you say? Holy shit!
Yeah, and Robert Sungenis might be the guy who wrote a book called "The Church Was Right and Galileo Was Wrong." I'm not sure if that's him or if it's somebody else. But
oh my god!
Galileo got what he deserved.
He was one of
my
the. I believe Robert Sungenis was one of the executive producers of a.
Yes, it is. He is
documentary.
the one who wrote that. The church is right. Galileo was wrong. The church was right. The scientific case for geocentrism.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. And yeah, it's the guy on the right.
And
wow.
He will do debates, by the way. Like I'm pretty sure he's had debates on modern day debates. And I've seen him in debates. I saw him in a debate once with Snake Was Right.
Mm-hmm.
And like I agree with what I agree with the worldview of Snake Was Right much more than I agree with the worldview of Robert Sungenis. But Robert Sungenis won that debate.
Really?
Yeah, because
I
here's
can't believe
the thing.
he won anything. Okay.
Geocentrism is a proposition which, by construction, is consistent with general relativity. The thing is, every location in the universe is consistent with being the center under general relativity, but that includes the Earth. And
I mean, it kind of feels like to be the center of the universe, you would have to be the center of your own like system, like solar system, not the Earth system. I don't know, whatever.
Well, but
sure.
But how do you know we're not?
Prove it. I dare
Were you there, bitch?
Well, my point is,
put the host on the spot.
You need to have some way of deciding on if there is a preferred coordinate frame.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, isn't the science okay? I mean, I could be wrong, but isn't the scientific consensus that like we're probably not the center? I mean, you can say maybe the Milky Way is the center of the universe at best. But I mean, we've got tough competition before we become the center of anything.
I think everywhere is the center of the universe. I don't think the universe is finite. I think that.
Why are you still talking? Like, I don't understand why you keep doing that. You're supposed to come in here and be the producer. You hit the play button, shut the fuck up.
I'm not laughing, sorry.
I also do the physics bullshit, and I'm just saying that all points are the center of the universe.
Robert Sungenis is an American Catholic apologist and advocate of pseudoscientific belief. Pseudoscientific belief. The pseudoscientific belief that the Earth is the center of the universe.
It's pseudoscientific to say it's.
He made a statement about Jews and Judaism, which has been criticized by being anti-Semitic.
Oh, that for sure.
Sungenism. Do you still want to like apologize for this asshole? I mean, I can keep going.
No. I never wanted to apologize for this asshole.
Hit the goddamn play button. Holy shit!
You know, I'm glad I'm here for this witty banter between you two.
What do they
it's always
do?
Enjoyable.
What's some of the things they start to do to this baby?
Wait, stop the play
program
button.
it.
Make up your mind, woman.
Shut the fuck up. B.S. Lewis, if we are making you uncomfortable, please let me know. I was told by one Dr. Dino.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's a problem.
We were told by one Dr. Dino that he thought we were already married just because of the way we talk to each other.
not married, but definitely like that we were like dating and maybe lived together. But he was like, I don't think you actually live together because you guys don't look like you stream from the same place. But yeah, no, they totally were like, yeah, I thought you
Are you
guys were
sure you're not married?
I get it.
No.
Is Vandy German or what?
I'm Dutch. I'm
Oh, okay.
1/64 Dutch.
All right, I was just asking.
Well, Van de Graaff is an exceptionally Dutch name, yes.
Sure. In a ritualistic, setting, they will cause trauma, pain. The pain will be mental, physical, emotional. Dissociation, we all understand that we daydream a little bit. Dissociation pushes the mind, the personality, pushes the mind further and further and further until they want it to snap. They want through pain.
Who is they?
Oh, we've been through this every fucking show.
The occult, Satanist, propaganda, Illuminati, lizard people, duh. Right?
NASA hasn't even come up yet.
Oh, NASA. I forgot NASA. Damn it.
I know. It's the one thing you left out, the they. But he did say Illuminati. So, yeah, technically anything that the Illuminati owns, is wrapped up in there. So, NASA was implied.
I just want to say, I find it hilarious that the Last Evangelist's like whole expression right now. I can get behind that. The facepalm. I can get behind the facepalm.
Indeed.
Mental, emotional, physical. They want the personality to split, and they also want demonic presence to come in, and then this new part of that personality, they want to begin to. Well, you're going to be a priestess, or you're going to be a runner, or you're going to be a fighter, or you're going to be a shooter. Whatever they want the first one.
That just sounds like what parents do.
Now he's saying the plot to the Manchurian Candidate. Like, this is...
Exactly.
Oh my god. Maybe?
I think that should be the bingo card, is to spot the movie plot, like, because he's just running through them.
Oh my god.
The next one's aliens. And then they burst the demon out of your belly and it just shoots out. Ah!
Yeah, I probably would have caught it if he had said that. He's just like, right? Oh my god, this fucking guy. He doesn't understand why nobody takes him seriously.
Oh,
Still want to apologize for this asshole?
Yes, I do, because here's the thing about geocentrism, Maya. Okay,
and he'll just do this because it pisses me off.
Like, how could a geocentrism even exist without a magnetic pole, Vandy? Come on.
Okay, well, now those are just some fighting words right here. Okay, the solution to the magnetic monopole problem is probably.
Oh no, you did.
Yeah, I lost it. Yeah. I'm just here for the comic relief, not the actual release.
I know, Chad. I am so sorry. And to make it up to you. Caden's in there. And I'm on the fence. I would like to be like a more drunken debauchery bitch, but Caden told me that my nitties were vulgar, and I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, my nitties are just like the most like sweet, pristine, angelic thing in the whole internet. And to think that like somebody would think that they're what do you call it? What did okay, you may speak. What did Caden say of my nitties? I don't know. They were uncouth. Did not understand.
Okay, so here's the thing about Caden is Caden is currently right now thinking, oh no, do all of these people in the chat hate me? And I really don't want them to hate me. And we don't hate you, Caden.
No, I swear to you, if you're
really
not talking, and this is gonna sound bad, but if you're not talking, nobody's thinking about you. And I would say that of myself too, because I know that sounds mean.
Here I am. Just make sure you guys remember I'm here.
Thank you. I actually did forget you were here. We're gonna get back to you. But
I assume
however,
everybody's always thinking about me.
You do. But
That's
rich
why
white
you're a
people.
geocentrist sympathizer.
Oh,
the world
You're not
revolves around
wrong.
me.
The
I just, well,
universe.
yeah, I'm on the
Think
world.
big.
Of course, the universe revolves around it.
The world revolves around its center. The Earth orbits the sun, but the universe orbits me.
Caden, Caden, you have nothing to be sorry about.
This is what I'm saying.
I don't even know. Like, if you're not like pissing off people that I like, and I don't even count in there. Neither does Doc.
But
you remember last stream when I let like Blessed Be He derail the whole fucking show, just to call him a fucking loser and challenge his thoughts.
Call me. Yeah.
No, not Caden. It's happy.
Well, Blessed Be He.
I had a fucking blast. It was
By
really
the way-
hard to piss me off. The mods, on the other hand, that's a much lower bar. Nobody hates you.
I'll
And
just say
if they
that
did, they still have to contend with me. I think you're awesome. I just want to show more cleavage and talk about more dick jokes without being like accused of being like a drunk. I don't know. I don't even know what a bad term would be, because like
For what?
I would think like all the the generally accepted like bad things like slut or whore or bitch or like I already call myself that. Like I'll put it in the in the captions beneath me. So like, yeah, we're doing this today. So I don't know, but like all the bad things.
oh.
What
Can
happened?
I tell a quick joke?
Yeah, please do.
All right. Why is Vandy's metal so weak?
Mm.
Damn it! I messed it up. I'm already drunk. Damn it! No, it was why doesn't Vandy understand magnetism? Because his metal's weak. That's a Behe joke. Fuck! I fucked it up. Damn it! You can edit that out later, right?
All right. Yeah. I'll totally edit that out.
Damn it! I've already had a couple.
Can't. She doesn't know how to edit it out.
I do. I just won't. I edit things. I do way more editing than Vandy ever will. And there's that.
All right.
I defended a thesis. Okay, I had to edit the fuck out of that
Why
thing.
are we talking about this? Look, guys. All right. Look here. Vandy's grandfather was Thor. His advisor did something once and shit. We had a black president. We're in a post-racial society. Give me money.
Did you say his grandfather was Thor?
Oh, why are you doing this to me?
I didn't know that. Like,
your fault,
awesome.
Maya. That's your fault. I did not ask for that. So that advisor who didn't do a thing one time, he was the first to discover Bose-Einstein condensation, and he received the 2001 Nobel Prize in Physics, along with two other people, for that accomplishment. And he sent me a text earlier today. Again, this is your fault, Maya. I didn't do this. You did this. Saying that he was in the Boston Museum of Science.
All right, enough of that.
That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah. So like, I'll take the L on that, and to Caden, I love you, but now I have to show off titties because I just subjected the chat to all that random bullshit. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I really don't. Did you want to plug your grandfather before we move on?
That's gross.
That is super gross. I can't believe you said that. Okay, the man died in 1967.
That's even worse.
It absolutely is. I'm such a bitch. Anyways,
you won't even.
No, apparently we can't finish out the show. All right, Jasper, I love you. But yes, entertain the chat with Geocentrism. You're the man of the hour.
No, okay. I'll tell you. If I can deliver a fucking jug of already a couple of beers, though.
All right,
Maya. What
Sir.
Do Christians? I already fucked it up right there. Reset. Do Christians prefer to be buried or cremated?
Buried?
No, cremated, so they can be well done, good, faithful servants.
Hey.
Yay! That suck at the fucking joke. You should get me when I'm not drinking.
Why
Then
would
I
I
still
do
suck.
that?
I still suck then too, but I don't suck as bad.
All right. So here's what you do. Just hit the play button, and we're gonna let them talk until they
and
say
then a second,
stupid.
and then a third, and then a fifth, and then a 50th. There could be dozens of sub personalities.
So when they inflict pain, can you give me?
I just wish that I
an
had the
example of what
on-stage
kind of
charisma
pain?
of
What
the
do they
last
do?
evangelist.
I don't mean to be
I
gross.
just have to say that.
Wait, the onstage charisma of what?
The last evangelist. That guy
Oh.
looks like the micro of Christianity. He's just like,
Yeah.
this shit's fucking serious. Dirty jobs. Send help.
She won't let me finish my punchlines. Okay, please. If I'm trapped in a universe factory and she won't let me out. I thought you were gonna kick me off the stream. It would have been easier if you kept me off the stream.
Insert
Folks, but we need to hear this. We
Will
need to
somebody
understand.
please think of the rich
It can
white
be
men?
in sexual
The weasels.
voice.
We are a proud people.
Their egos are so
The
strong.
little baby.
Yes, they are. I'm glad you finally understand the eternal struggle that is my life, Maya.
You know, I this is why I went to Streamlabs, so that I could press the play button.
Sure, cutting. In some cases, I mean, we can get into. I mean, it gets very sophisticated. They can go into blue light, using drugs to help create pliability. Anything that will cause the personality to be pliable. They know that trauma, pain, whatever, in a ritual, on the physical body to cause pain.
Right.
I was telling you about. I was telling somebody yesterday about the little girl. She had 47 stab wounds in her feet. Both
pedestrian.
She had how many
numbers.
stab wounds? She had how many stab wounds in her feet?
I heard 47.
In
and
her
my
feet.
response, yeah, and my response was pedestrian numbers. You see, Maya, you're just not debauched enough for this stream.
Oh man, that is true. Like I'm only through half a glass, and we're like an hour into the stream. I'm only through half a glass. My goal and number usually I get through 2 glasses per stream, and I'm only through half a glass, and we're through half the stream. I can't. 47 stab wounds in the why is this a thing? Why would that be a thing? Why would I like chase a woman through the anything and then with a knife and then stab her any amount of times in the feet?
To keep her from running away?
47. Look, you know what also works?
There isn't an explanation.
Any part of the torso also does the same thing.
The only explanation is sickness and an immense amount of hatred and rage.
Look, if you're going to actually answer the question, you could at least say, you know what, Maya, this man is a fucking idiot and he's not making any sense, because at least that would be the truth.
I was pointing out that they're doing it out of hatred and rage. That is a way of saying that this guy is an idiot. I agree with you.
This never happened. Like, say it.
47. This guy, he's full of shit. Nothing he ever says happened. Constantly, like all of it. But there are people who stab people a lot, and it's not because they need to. It's because they want to.
Where do they stab them though? Is it ever in the
depends.
feet?
Some of them probably do it in the feet. Yeah.
No,
you can't have a.
It's in this area. I'll even give you advice.
Have you ever stepped on a Lego, Maya?
Fair. My kids have tried to kill me. This is true.
You can't have a video solely dedicated to feet on YouTube.
You're not even trying.
You're the one who seems unaware of the pathology of foot fetishes.
Of all of the cases where people were stabbed multiple times and none of them were in the torso or the face. It was all.
I didn't say that. Maya.
Well, you said I'm unaware of the multiple cases of something.
I said you're unaware of the prevalence of foot fetishes.
People, look, you don't stab the feet if you have a foot fetish.
Maybe Vandy's just over exaggerating the foot fetish.
He likes
tendencies.
to say dumbass shit just to piss me off. Ask him. Ask him.
Vandy, do you like to do shit to piss her off?
Yes. Do I like to do dumbass shit to piss her off, though, was the question she asked you to ask me. And the answer to that is also yes. Yes.
I rest my case.
Exactly. I also rest your case.
They did that to cause dissociation. They did that. So it could be a sexual thing. It could be a physical thing.
He just said it. Sexual thing. He said it.
This is my point.
No, you have the point.
That's points for Vandy. That's points for Vandy.
I reject
Thank
it.
you.
I reject your point. I want to see said cases because if you have a foot fetish, you're not touching the goddamn feet. You will cut them off of the body before you stab the pristine feet.
Maya sounds like someone who's never played This Little Piggy on ecstasy.
Maya sounds like somebody who that's legit. Wow. Also, Maya sounds like somebody who doth protest too much. Methinks.
No. This is stupid. Like this is. Oh my god. You know what? He had me at the atheist demon worshiping altar of bone. But like I can't do this. Like, stuff has to actually make sense. I know that people think that there are atheists who worship demons. That not a stretch. People with foot fetishes that stab people in the feet to the point where the feet are beyond aren't even recognizable. Like, why would you do that?
Have you ever seen Japanese foot bonding or Chinese foot bonding?
Yes.
There you go. People are stupid. That's the answer.
They don't have foot. Well, maybe the women have foot fetishes, but they don't. The feet aren't unrecognizable. They're just tinier.
They're just walking around stumps.
They're like those.
They're pretty
what are those
unrecognizable,
Caribbean
Maya.
head shrinkers? You know.
They break the foot. They don't just curl it in and
it's horrible.
compress it. They like crack the middle of the foot gets cracked and folded under. It's
horrible. We've all seen it. We've all seen it. Like I don't.
If anything, this
we
is
drunk to
evidence
not,
that China is
empathize.
demonic.
It's
anything to create intense pain, intense mental, emotional pain, to force them into dissociating.
Shannon, I did tell Jenna this, but I have to do the shout out. Shannon Q said that Jenna was the sweetest atheist in the internet. You just got like a big purple heart from the sweetest atheist on the internet, Dr. Tab. And Jenna, I reject every bit of this. I'm going to take Tab's heart. I'm going to put it, give it to B.S. Lewis, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that's only because Gur retired, though. Sorry, Jenna. No, I like Jenna. I'm just joking.
Jenna's awesome.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Gur was on our show the other week. Anyway.
Oh, he was he was in the chat. He was just like or is this an open stream?
Yeah, I thought it was Gur Streams Part 2. Radu.
It was kind of like a Gur Streams Part 2. I had so much fun on that stream.
Yeah, it was great.
Going off. Mm-hmm. But then they want them to go not just a little bit off. They want to cause. Just like your skin, I could push, nothing's happening. I could push. Mm-hmm. But if I push hard with something, if I push hard enough, I can penetrate the skin and cut. That's what they're doing to the personality.
Okay, so we talked about them having babies for this, but could it be a lot of the children that come up missing in human trafficking? Yeah. Could these children be used? Are they used for these? There's program multiples.
There's cases that we know that they've been created for that. Even Hitler.
What cases? God damn it! Like, where are the cases?
Apparently,
that would be a great question.
There are tons of cases to show that all this demonic stuff is going on.
So many that we all know of them. I don't even have to give you one.
I'm just surprised that he hasn't brought up a pizza parlor yet. Somebody in chat did.
Yeah, I did see that.
I mean, he's brought up, he's done the Godwin's Law thing like 4 times now. So how many times do you have to have that before it equals one pizza parlor, Comet Pizza? I forget the thing. QAnon. Anyway,
Polish children, thousands of them, to bring them into the program.
Okay, so all these children that come up missing, you never find them again. They could be used as a program multiple, and they change their name.
Sure.
So they're still walking around. Mary is now Annie, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
How
What?
many are there program multiples around us now?
They're closer than you think, guy.
Program multiples in my preschool.
Here's our research. You know, we're talking over almost 4 decades of
Yeah.
purposely going after it. They're in schools, they're in churches, they're in law enforcement, they're in universities, they're in government by design, by placement. They're there.
Okay, so you had mentioned that, and I'll go ahead and say it, but there was a PTL, big organization many years ago, that was brought down by a woman, Jessica Hahn.
Mm-hmm.
You told me that
A what? There was a PTL?
Can you rewind that? I'm struggling to.
Okay, so you had mentioned that, and I'll go ahead and say it, but there was a PTL, big organization many years ago, that was brought down.
So, PTL.
Don't Google it.
I've
It'll
never-
probably give you viruses.
The PTL club. Oh, okay. No, this is fine. Okay, so the PTL club, also known as the Jimmy and Tammy Show, was a Christian television program that was first hosted by Jim and Tammy Faye Baker.
Are
am I
these
the
the
only
people that did the earpiece thing?
No, that's
Tammy? I have no. You know what? You're probably. I don't know how old you are. I don't want you to tell me. I sense that you're younger than Vandy, who was born in 91. Jim and Tammy Faye Baker aired from 74 to 89. I remember them. Tammy Faye was famous for having so much makeup on her face. People used to like joke that she put it on with a butter knife. But they were TV evangelicals, like the quintessential ones, the one that the cartoon characters that you think of in your head when you think TV evangelicals. Yes, that was
They
them.
are. They're
That's
the
the
ones who
model.
got busted with the earpieces. They got the earpiece
No,
busted.
that's
by James
James
Randi.
Rand. No, that's Popov. That's Popov. Popov and his
Okay.
wife got busted.
Oh, yeah. So the program was later known as PTL Today and Heritage Today. Interesting. During its final years, the PTL Club adopted a talk show format and was the flagship television program for the Baker's satellite network. But if you know who Jim and Tammy Faye are, that's what should cue you into PTL Club. And if you don't,
Are we sure that we're on the right PTL though? Because these guys are sounding like they're demonic. Are they saying that Tammy Faye?
they're also affiliated with the 700 Club.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It just sounds, unless these guys hate those types of Christians, it sounds
the
like they're
Trinity Broadcast Network. It really could be a euphemism for any of these things. And so it's not even just like that. Like there's TV shows and affiliates and, a bunch of other, but like, they're part of the Christian network of all things. So PTL, yeah. Well, I don't know what it's evolved into today, but a lot of Christian fuckery. Let's just go with that.
Yeah.
By a woman, Jessica Hahn. You told me that you thought she was a program multiple.
Yeah, learning what we've learned through the years, and I went back over that, but that case bugged me. That whole thing, of course, it bugged everybody. But what we learned about infiltration, that it all began in the early 70s on a nationwide basis. These undergrounders, Luciferian, they began to send programmed. They could have, David, they could have personalities that are trained for one thing: sex, so that the sex part of them would come up to go after pastors, deacons,
right,
to bring corruption, to bring people down.
Right.
So they really are.
I'm sorry. Do you need to really have a corporealization of like the sin of lust to account for people doing stupid shit? Apparently,
maybe they're talking about like on overdrive, so they just start humping everything. Like it's like when you go to a hypnotist and they snap their fingers and you become a chicken. But now they're like, oh, there's a chair. That chair is a person. Hump it. Boom. Done.
Are like a satanic warrior being sent in and they can look very normal. And Jeffrey Dahmer looked very kind of normal in a sense.
Right.
But if he switches to the personalities that can abduct and kill and drill holes in the head, that's another story.
But what you're saying is this girl, Jessica Hahn, if she's a program multiple, she was programmed to go out and intentionally take down pastors. And she did. I think it was it Jimmy Swaggart? And
well, there were some that were sent there too, but specifically with Jim Baker.
Baker, yeah.
And I've wanted to for years. I told somebody that just went to him lately, I want to tell him corruption's bad enough, or Christians who fall is bad enough.
Yeah,
that's a stumbling thing. They fall. They, praise God, they repent and so forth. But I do believe, knowing what we know about how the dark side targets churches or targets ministries and sends programmed folks in, and that includes doing spiritual warfare against the local places, doing rituals against the places.
Spiritual warfare.
I almost kind of want them. I need a definition check, right? Because people mean so many different things when they mean spiritual warfare. People,
I don't even know what the term spiritual means generally. So,
yeah.
I'm just guessing that these guys are probably using it in a more literal sense, like ghosts flying around their head, fighting each other.
Right.
Could be.
Probably.
You gotta set up your power cone to put your defenses up.
Yeah, I mean, but Christians, like the whole reason they're doing any of this is because, you know, they're fighting the devil. They're at war against the devil, the demons, the principalities, the archons. You know, the dark spiritual forces that we're taught about in, you know, Ephesians. I like how Till calls them nutter butters, like, because these have got to be the people that he's thinking of when he says that. Like, holy shit. Also, I would like to, I'm sorry, Dan Corzon has given us $10 in reparation dollars. I can't talk anymore. It's just stupid. Stupid is getting me through osmosis, you know?
Oh.
10 reparations dollars. Dan Corazon says.
Nothing.
Thanks, Don. Dan, we appreciate that.
His comment right after, though, was Project MK Satan, which is a funny joke. Because, you know,
MK did I miss a joke? What's the joke?
MK Ultra.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys done an episode on that yet?
We should do an episode on that. We should do an episode on MK Ultra. That's
with everybody covering their eyeballs, their left eyes, and everything.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
All right. I don't hate it.
For the show.
I need to see who's coming up, but and who would be a good candidate, or because you know everybody has their own niche and that they want to do something with.
Just guess which one of your upcoming guests is a program multiple, and then you can probably figure it out.
Right?
You can maybe even trigger them on stream and think you become sex bunny.
Totally.
They may send, and I believe they send in folks that were geared to bring down the leadership to help bring it all down.
After talking to you, I'm convinced half the.
I mean, I'm stunned. I'm stunned that this overcame all of your well-founded skepticism.
I think he was already convinced before he came into this conversation, right?
I would hope so. Like, I hope so, right? Because the alternative is that he really was convinced by the conversation.
He won me over with this smooth talk, buddy.
People that I've been dealing with that I think are demonic are actually program multiples.
Well, it's very close. I mean, we need to learn the difference.
I really wish I knew
what a program multiple was.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that.
Manchurian candidate. It's somebody who's programmed to have multiple personalities on a command.
That makes sense in context of this. Thank you.
It does.
Wait. I need to watch the Manchurian. I didn't know I had so much homework before watching this stream.
Oh, have
Wait.
you never seen The Manchurian Candidate?
So
No.
I think I've only seen it once. But it
Okay,
is.
so here's the thing about me. I mean, it's not like I've never seen a movie, but just recently, and what I mean by recently is like the turn of the century, movies were so fucking bad that I just swore all of them off. And
That was 24 years ago, Maya. Come on.
yeah, exactly. Is The Manchurian Candidate less than 24 years?
No, it's older than that, probably.
It's older than that.
Is it?
It's like from the
Alright.
70s.
Yeah.
Oh, well, see, I wasn't even born yet. I don't know what you want from me.
There's I don't know the name of it. I can't remember the name. There was a Showtime show that had a redheaded guy who was a soldier, and it starred Claire Danes. And I can't remember the name of it, but that was basically the same plot to The Manchurian Candidate. The guy gets captured by Islam.
1962.
The guy gets captured by
I'm
Islam.
not that old. I'm sorry.
And then he gets brainwashed and manipulated. He goes back and becomes a senator. And then when he's a senator, he like tries to go in and blow up everybody with a vest, but it fails.
And there's a weird Oedipal connection with the mom.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is that the Claire Danes one or the Manchurian Candidate?
They're
one?
the same plot, basically.
Okay, sure, gotcha.
Yeah, Manchurian Candidate. Yeah. It like the yeah.
It's between a
Oh wait. So wait, what is the multiple personality thing that you're saying that is the Manchurian Candidate that he's alluding to here?
So
he was programmed.
So
Okay, gotcha.
for Manchurian Candidate specifically, it was a veteran of a soldier, and then he became also a senator or some kind of congressman. But he was programmed by, I think, the Chinese. And then whenever he saw a certain alignment of cards, it re-triggered his. Oh, it's also the Bucky from the Avengers. The same thing. If you've seen the Avengers, Bucky is Manchurian Candidate too. It's a trope.
I have teenagers, so
Yeah, and
I can relate to that one.
In the earlier ones with the Winter Soldier, he's also Manchurian Candidate. He's like a normal person, but then he gets triggered by code words and then becomes like a separate, like killing machine.
All right, way to go. Yeah, I can't. You know what? I should have had, Jefferson Spatchcock is my movie guru. He has seen every movie ever made. It's weird.
I mean, probably not as many as Jack Angstreich.
I don't know. If a movie exists, I'd be surprised if he hasn't watched it at least twice.
That's it, Prague. Thank you. Homeland was the Claire Danes one.
He got mad that they're like I had mentioned. I've never seen the My Little Pony that came out in I think it was 2017 or something stupid. But I remembered it because of all the bronies that made the news, and I am a news junkie, and I get really mad when bronies and Taylor Swift make my news. That aside,
wait, what's a brony?
Oh my God! Why?
Is that My Little Pony brony thing?
Yeah, it's that.
How often are they making your news feed? What are they up to?
Well, apparently back in 2017 a lot.
A lot. It was too much.
I didn't know that there was like a resurgence.
And then there was like a whole Twitter thing where the right wingers were like mad that they existed, because you can't just watch My Little Pony. You have to dress up in My Little Pony garb and then go to the theater and upset the eyes of right wingers, because you're only supposed to be in jeans and a t-shirt and a Trump hat. That is the only acceptable way to dress if you have a penis. And if you don't, holy shit, don't be a liberal, because you can't be anything. You can't be conservative. You can't be a liberal, because if you're conservative, you're just going to be mad, and other people have to know that you're mad. If you're a liberal, you have to know that the conservatives are mad because something media. And like I don't care about bronies or Taylor Swift. Like, you know what? Conservatives can be mad by themselves and it'll be fine. The rest of us don't need to know about it. Like, that's my soapbox moment right now. Like, that's all I'm saying. Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, like the media. Yeah, because you'll be watching me and like ever. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about here.
Now I have to edit a scene in my next cartoon where you're dressed up like a brony. A Joe Brony. Oh no. Sorry.
I will absolutely make content on your channel, BS Lewis, about Maya being a brony.
Well, I'm always looking for a good collab. Ask Maya.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll talk. Give me 5 minutes. We'll be through this.
I
one
want
soon.
I didn't.
All I asked you to do is hit the play button, though.
You didn't.
Hey,
though,
there's
this
the
time.
play button.
Because there's millions of them now. I mean,
Right.
that's. I mean, we have so much. We're dealing. We have such. There's so much information needs to come out about this, but demonization. The body of Christ should be at the cutting edge. We should be the ones dealing with all of it.
Absolutely.
Okay? All of it. We're the
Absolutely.
ones that we should be cutting edge and all that. But when you have demon possession included in a cult-oriented, splitting, mind control, creating, including demons, then it's more complex, more dangerous.
Pause. No, it's in. Did they address once during this whole thing how to deal with this?
No, wait, no. That's not how this works. You bitch about shit.
Because
No,
I don't know.
that's all you do. That's all you do. You bitch about shit.
I'm not sure if they're like the exorcism type of Christians, or if they're the like let's sit around and read the Bible type of Christians. Like I'm still left with so many questions.
Let's hit the go live button on YouTube and make a bunch of money, Christians. That's
Well,
kind of
PLTs. I learned that today. Like,
right?
Yes. They need more makeup.
Yes, always, according to Tammy Faye Baker. I haven't heard about that since I think they got a divorce. Maybe she's dead now. Who knows? I don't wish that upon her, but she's old is my only point. That woman. I think this is the end. And they're going to go back into shilling because they are here to make money on the internet. So we can. Oh, right. I guess that would be me, wouldn't it?
I did mute it also.
You did. You know what?
I thought they were shilling a board game originally, and if they had been shilling a board game, Maya, I would have fought you on it. I would have been like, "Come on, Maya, we gotta watch it. It doesn't count." And I will actually fight on that hill. It does not count as an ad, okay?
It's their own board game.
We can cover other people, including their ads, without it being an ad ourselves, without breaking TOS. That's totally fair use. Just saying. Okay, sorry.
I'll look into it.
Anyway.
But yes, I don't know. I feel like you didn't have a lot of fun.
I had so much fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip that and
much
put that on
fun.
our channel. Like, this is so much fun.
Put me in your trailer.
Watch Maya for more fun.
No, that was good. I still don't know what the hell that video is about, though. Like, I get it.
Does anybody walk away having felt like they learned something, Bandy? Has that ever happened once?
The need for a more ready nearby source of alcohol. That's pretty typical.
Yeah. Personally, I was more interested in what was going on the left side of the screen rather than what was going on in the main part of it, because you guys cracked me up. The whole banter, like, I'm gonna boot you, Vandy. Boop, boop, boop. You're done. Gone. Boop. That's all.
It's a lot better when I also have the power to boot her. Then it just becomes a total clusterfuck.
No, but then that's like sexist, right?
Oh, right. No, and
you misogynist.
And racist.
Yeah,
yeah, you can never boot a woman of color. That's just not right.
You can't. Now without being a racist, misogynistic asshole. Cancel.
Especially if you look like Jesus in science.
Yeah. Tammy Paston. Okay, I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Tammy. You've entered the realm of the no God. I mean, you're a great comic relief. I really don't wish that she were dead. Like, honest and truly, she's hilarious. And like, who's that pink-haired chick that
Cat Kerr.
Yeah. She's hilarious in a Cat Kerr kind of way.
Yeah, that's what you told me when we DM'd. Like, the Christians are so good at being funny, but not meaning.
But not yeah. Because I asked BS, I was just like, "Well, what's your ish? Like, is there anything that you like?" And he was like, "Well, I like dunking on Christians." And I'm like, "Well, it's not. We don't really do that here." We have Christians in the chat, and I'm like, I don't. My personal thing, I don't care what your religious beliefs are. I just don't have bad science beliefs. My goal is that you would, whatever you believe, you would believe with facts. And me telling you to do that is not functional. I mean, it's not functional, but it doesn't help. It's not helpful. So if I can show you how to base your opinions on facts, that is more helpful. And, if you want to be a Christian that doesn't vote away my rights, I'm all for that. I don't care. There are a lot of people in the chat that disagree with me on that. I'll give you your due. But it's my channel, so fuck you. I really just want people to think, to be able to back up their claims. And you know what I will also do? I'll give Peter credit here. I want to say 2 weeks before he came on the show, I was chastising the shit out of him. And I was just like straw manning the hell out of a situation. And so he came back on for Vandy's birthday stream. And it had occurred to me that I had never spoken to a young earth creationist. It occurred to me that I could be straw manning their position because I was not raised as a young earth creationist. I didn't know any. I still don't. The only thing I know about YUCs are what I'm told from like Dapper Dinosaur, Apologia, people like that, Guts Gibbon, the whole lot. I'm like, let me talk to one and see what his position is, because I'd imagine that it's going to vary, just like everybody's opinion varies within any group. And I was right. I admit I totally straw man his particular position. I learned a lot, and
he is
I don't
an anomaly,
agree.
I will say.
I don't agree with what he said, but I respect it, because my thing is, whatever you believe, be able to back that shit up. He answered every question honestly. He thought through his position, and I fucking respect that. What I don't respect is, well, watch this video, well, listen to this guy. Well, my pastor said, I'm asking you about your belief. How is it that I need to go to somebody else to learn about your belief? Like, you need to be able to back that shit up. He did. And he's a young earth creationist that did that. And I was like, whoa, I could have went harder, but I wouldn't, because like it was my first time ever talking to the boy, and I was impressed because he's doing things that a lot of atheists here won't do. It's like, well, let me go listen to some more Matt Dillahunty, and then I'll be able to thwart your claim about this Bible thing. And you're like, no, it's your belief. They're asking you about your belief. You should be able to, tell people what you believe. I do respect that.
It also, his willingness to answer, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he doesn't know, he didn't answer a different question.
Right.
He
didn't equivocate.
He said, I don't know. Maybe after he said, I don't know, he would answer a slightly different question. But that's totally reasonable. Being like, okay, I don't exactly what you're saying, no, but this is a related idea, and I'd like to respond to that. That's just a reasonable way of having a conversation.
Yeah.
I love every conversation I've had with Peter has been fantastic. I love Peter. He's a really great guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he's a young earth creationist.
I think we have an old earth creationist in the making. I don't know how you have somebody that's that studious and like that's serious about biology. And what is he studying again?
He's studying specifically.
Geology.
He's basically following very closely in Erica's footsteps. He is studying.
Oh, you're right.
He's studying paleoanthropology.
Okay,
and
you're right. But no, you're right. I think it's give it a minute. I think he's going to have to snap out of that. It's and again, speaking as I was talking to my daughter today, and she was talking about how she was having a conversation with this guy about LGBTQ issues, and he wasn't. He pivoted to trans, which is a smaller, like not as many people can argue on that, when he couldn't answer the LGBTQ issues. And she said that she had to bow out because, reasons. And I'm like, you know what, that's fair. If you can't argue for the movement, then you're probably doing more damage and straw manning them. That aside, she said that she didn't want to have the conversation because he wasn't reachable. And I'm like, one, that's not true. People change their minds every day. And two, you can't expect somebody to change their mind within a conversation, especially if it's one thing if it's like, well, pineapple on pizza is the best pizza. Maybe you don't hold so hard to that. But with deeply religious beliefs are deeply held. Like you have your own personality wrapped up in that. The brain will not allow you to just let that go. It is an unrealistic expectation for someone to come out of religion having heard novel ideas in the first conversation. Your brain will not let you do it.
And there's a good reason for that also, because it's the good reason core behind that is similar to why if a flat earther gives you a really convincing argument that you don't know a response to, do you become a flat earther? No, you assume there's something you don't know that you're missing.
Right.
That's a very reasonable way of doing it. I think the thing that really characterizes sort of the position of young earth creationism is that you're really raised to a certain age where you have as much backing consistently that the earth is young and there was Noah's flood and everything as you do that the earth was round.
Mm-hmm.
And what coming out of that is a weird thing.
Yeah.
I'll say that I don't know who the young earth creationist you guys were talking about, but you did mention something about willing to have conversations with the other side. And to tie it into what you just were talking about is, I don't like when a lot of atheists are saying, oh, well, you can't change these people's minds because people are stuck on stupid. But the majority of the atheists on YouTube are deconverts from a religion. And so you all have
I see that all the time.
Right?
You have the example.
Like we have
you
hundreds,
have the evidence that
hundreds of examples.
Yes, and I am a giant free speech advocate. So there are few in our community or environment that I'll call my Christian chat warriors. I'll see them in Christian chats. It's not everybody in the community, but my invitation to anybody watching would be, don't be afraid to go jump into the Christian chats if they don't boot you. Like I've been booted from plenty myself, but it's just, read the room. You go into somebody else's house, you don't shit on their fucking coffee table.
Right.
And you can have these conversations. And most of the times you're going to be told as, oh, you're a big dummy atheist who's demon possessed and probably a program multiple or something like that. But
I guess
you might be planting the seeds. You might be planting the ideas. You yourself, if you're a decomfort, are the evidence that this is possible to change minds. So
yes, exactly. Yeah. So Nettie, you do have a bread video on your show on your channel. So I know you're familiar with.
Oh, it's
Rebecca.
that Peter. It's Peter.
Yes.
It's Peter who keeps a stat sheet.
Spreadsheet
Peter.
Sheet?
Spreadsheet Peter. Yes, Peter W.
He
goes by Paleo Logos. But
Paleo Logos. Okay, never mind.
His last name does not start with a W. He isn't a secret about it, but he's not quite as open as I am, so I'm not going to get just.
No, Peter W is a different guy.
Yeah, if he's not.
There's a lot of Peters, but yeah.
Too many Peters.
Actually, I'm going
to. He's actually here a lot. He's not here tonight, but he watches the
But
show.
at least he might be lurking, but he hasn't talked. Yeah.
He would have said something if he was working.
Since we have a couple of minutes, I did want to see if I can.
Spreadsheet
Just
Pete.
a little
Oh, I'm
single-
totally
little
going to call
sing-along
him
or
Spreadsheet
what?
Pete, though, because he totally would be a spreadsheet.
That's
Um,
W.
Peter.
W's a different guy. But
Yeah,
he keeps
Peter
a,
Du-
he
I
keeps
know.
a
I know who
record
Peter
of all his
W is,
atheists.
and it's
Oh,
not the same person.
Okay. I don't know if I know Peter W. Peter, okay, here's the thing. So Carrie Ann just said that Peter W. was a Calvinist. Paleologos is also a Calvinist.
Yes. They're not the same. Peter W. is old, much older. But I don't know. Let's see if we can.
So let me bring this topic around to something that interests me more.
No, you're not allowed.
It's me. I want to talk about me.
I like talking about you. But occasionally, I want to talk about me.
Do you mind?
Dude, I want to talk about you too. I want to talk.
Well, let me talk about me first. I want to talk about you.
I want to talk about you.
I want to talk about me first.
Go ahead.
I am very intrigued because I left some comments on your last video, and you're saying Christy Burke is digging me. What's up?
That's actually where I was about to go. I was literally about to bring that up.
No way. Gur, can you pull that up?
Do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
She was digging you. She likes your shit, dude.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me get this going.
I was like, wow, she's in love with the troll. That's
It's
awesome.
the Alpha channel.
I have that charm on ladies, right, Rebecca?
No comment.
Crickets.
Real quick, because I know BS mentioned this earlier. No other reason. Okay. So this was this the one that you were talking to Christy
Burke? Yeah, right there. It's right there. Look at that. Look at that.
No
Look at
way.
that lie. Look at the lie right there.
Can you zoom in a little bit there? I can't see it.
Yeah, I'll zoom in.
How could she say such an evil thing on my Christian channel?
Not on my
Gur.
Christian Minecraft server.
That BS Lewis guy seems very smart and funny. His comment is exactly how I respond to your response. That's amazing.
Oh man!
How did you respond, BS? What did you say? Scroll down a little bit, Gerd.
Oh my goodness, this looks like a long one.
I want BS Lewis to read his comment out loud.
Okay. So the rough draft of his video is he's talking about the authority of the Catholic Church. And so I say, so I know you really love your appeal to authority. Also, I know that you're on record continually saying that the Jews are wrong and the Christians are right.
Well, no, because the argument that Christians are making, the Christians are making the argument that the Jewish people got it wrong. That's the argument that we're making. We are the new Jews. That's the argument that Christianity is making. The argument is that they're wrong. We're arguing that we're right. In fact, that's even a Jewish interpretation of it, which is exactly what we're saying is incorrect. Christians are saying all over, like not just Catholics, is that the Jewish people in the
That was all in one stream.
somewhere
Just
in their history
tons
got
of
it
that.
wrong. Jesus
Right.
had come to help the Jewish people, contradict the foundational documents of Christianity. The Jewish people are writing against Christianity at that time, because we have the Church Fathers' writings.
Is that right? Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm only half Jewish, so thank you for that.
If you were,
love me, buddy.
if you were to keep your standards consistent, how do you come to the conclusion that the Levitical priesthood that was promised to be eternal priest to God forever and ever lost their authority to the priest that you call authority?
Father Diddler.
Jews obviously would call you wrong because their authority predates your authority, and any of the reinterpretive attempts to wrestle authority away from the Catholics that you mentioned that apply to the Protestants, you would be guilty of doing the same things according to the Jews.
Yeah, so
There's no videos.
No, she has a ton. I don't know where the fuck everything went. What she do? Fucking quit? What the fuck happened?
Oh,
No, that's spelled wrong. You put Krusty Burke. It's Christy.
That's the name. Hold on, let me go back. Maybe I missed something. Hold on.
Christy Burke. Yeah.
Hold
Shit.
on.
I'm
Okay.
dyslexic, so I can say that.
Alpha. Okay, you see this right?
But that's gonna be that's her alternate account apparently, or it's not really her.
Yeah, apparently it's her alternate account.
I just don't know. I mean, who is this Krusty
Put
Bark?
Christy Burke. Just put Christy
Who's
Burke.
Krusty Bark? We don't know. Who's Krusty Bark?
Alpha, who's Krusty Bark? This
Just
one I
put
changed.
Christy Burke. Just put Christy Burke and find her. You'll find her videos. She's a
But
super.
I want to know who's leaving the comment though.
I'm assuming it's her.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's her as well.
Let me check. What's the name? It's not Krusty Bark.
It's
What's the
Christy
name?
Burke.
What did the comment say again? That she just adores me and thinks I'm the smartest and funniest guy ever?
What if it's just you fucking commenting on your own fucking shit, you fucking He's there fucking posing as Christy Burke.
Okay, Alpha, I'm not gonna lie. I fell for it too.
5 minutes later.
I do not mean to laugh in the middle. Nothing that you said, Stephanie. But
okay.
so no, it's not you. It's completely off topic. But Alpha.
What's up?
I was told Dr. Josh Bowen would be here. Second favorite atheist next to B.S. Lewis was B.S. Lewis.
Here's what I'm gonna say, and
and then he just says, "Go watch my video game channel."
Right. You gotta sub to B.S. Lewis.
Oh my god.
Not subbing to B.S. Lewis is unacceptable.
Yeah, give me 150 subs so I can catch back up to Maya.
Maya, what the hell happened in the last 2 weeks? How did you suddenly get so many subs?
God damn, it's like not like you're on some
To know me
big
is
show
to
or
love
something.
me. The more people that know me love me.
I think it's
Fuck both of
Shannon QAnon had something to do with it.
Shannon's my new best friend. Fuck you.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh man, no, I like a part of me was scared. I was like, do I have to worry about Shannon coming in and trying to take over
the
Bad
show?
Science
No,
Sunday?
I tried so hard. I was just like, Shannon, you don't know what I have to deal with. There's this white devil that just comes and infiltrates my chat every week.
I think if you're not worried about Shannon Q taking over your channel, you're dumb. So
Shannon does a totally different thing. So she doesn't. I mean, it's not like we don't have the same audience, but what do you call it? She does. I would never go live when she goes live, and she can't go live all the time. So there's always a spot for me.
Oh, I do have a burning question. I know we're getting probably close to the end, but
yes.
You guys, do you guys work Monday mornings?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
You guys just stay up super late and then.
I'm Pacific time.
Yeah, it's like 8:30.
Okay, I'm Pacific time too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or else I would have been in bed already.
Also, I'm an academic. I'm a postdoc, so
Yeah, look at my lab coat. I'm an academic too.
Yeah,
academic. I'm an academic too, guy. Come on, look at my lab coat.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. I'll vouch for that. Yeah.
Magnets.
Do you actually wear a lab coat?
He's wearing a lab coat right now.
Yeah, I play a doctor on YouTube.
It's a good gig, isn't it? A good gig. It's a fantastic gig.
It's like Kent Hovind, right?
Oh, oof. I will actually and had to actually defend a thesis. The man wrote most of a ramble.
Being part of my 7 is better than being part of the Mile High Club. I'm just anyways. All right, so BS. So we are you're right, we are nearing the end of the stream. So I don't know if you've ever been here with us this late. Are you familiar with the who are you, where are you, and what are you doing?
Can you explain it to me in very excruciing detail?
I can.
That might take another hour.
I've had to do that.
Like who are any of us? Really?
BS.
Are we getting philosophical?
Can you read, write English?
Are we getting philosophical here? Come on.
Sorry, it's still getting over a cold. Yeah, I did the line with the flu. That was horrible. I would say 7 out of 10. Still do not recommend.
Rough.
Well, you did a good job, and there'll probably be another
It was
invite for you.
Yeah.
I really like talking to that asshole who put me on blast in his own channel. He said that I was very nice to him, but I couldn't denounce the Shannon didn't denounce the Holy Spirit correctly. That's why she's still alive.
Okay.
Yes, praise the non-existent Father.
It was hilarious. But the one guy where he Apparently, he has his own account with like 2,000 subs. I'm really upset, and I'm not gonna shout him out or anything. I was just I don't know. It was the best call of the night, and I was wondering if he was like a legit troll or if he was just really that fucking stupid. And I'm gonna press the button on legit troll, but he's really fucking stupid. Just
It's an
I'll say that.
overlapping Venn diagram. Yeah.
Well, the worst trolls are stupid, but I ain't gonna hate on trolls because I'm kind of been known to troll myself. So
Yeah, no, I'm giving him troll because he was actively trolling for for content on his channel. At the end, it was just like, Aaron Raw, and I'm not saying this because I don't know his name isn't Aaron. He's calling him Aaron. These two women couldn't bring me down. Are you gonna like? He's like calling out to Aaron like this like challenge, like it's a challenge at all. Like anything he thinks is a challenge at all for Aaron. And it's horrible. It's just so horrible. And I feel like I remember watching it and feeling sorry for him at the end. I'm like, this man like just really needs a job. And he'd probably give up the internet. And he just doesn't understand like where his actual enemies are. But on another hand, he was coming after me. So fuck that bitch.
fuck that bitch.
Just saying. But I don't know. It was the most entertaining call of the night. So, he gave me that. But yeah, following the call, I didn't remember anything I said. Bree sent me the clip and I was just like, oh, I vaguely remember this. I was just so like I had the flu. I was drugged up on Mucinex and NyQuil and what do you call it? I had the chills or whatever. So I had taken like 4
You're
Excedrin.
just straight up like delirious, basically.
Yeah.
you're just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just careening through the weekend.
there was I think when the first caller called, I remember thinking, I'm not going to be able to do the show.
That's because they talked about flat Earth.
No. Well, I don't know what they were talking about, but I remember picking up like my notebook and just kind of like fanning myself. And I was looking at the camera. I was like, I don't think anybody can see, but literally had beads of sweat across my forehead. I was getting nauseous, and I was for whatever reason, it seemed like a good idea to wear high-waist jeans. And I'm like, I can't, I didn't feel comfortable. Like I was like, I probably can't turn my camera off so that I can run, throw up, and then come back. So I'm going to have to take my pants off.
That's the obvious alternative, right? If I can't throw up, I gotta get my pants off.
So I'm like, I'm going to have to figure out how to take my pants off on the line so that I don't throw up because I can't leave. And so oh God. So like I'm sitting here, like, so we're like a full screen. I'm sitting here like this, and I'm like, I wonder if they can see. Can they see? Am I just gonna kick the fuck off and this show end if they notice that? And it wasn't like a zipper. It was one of those jeans where it was buttons all the way up. So I had like five or six. I know. I was sick. I didn't know. So it's buttons all the way up. And I'm just like one by one. I'm sitting there like this and just like 1, 2. Nobody could see me, right? I'm going to hide behind my mic. 3. And then I sit back like this. And I don't know. If you go back, you can like tell because I don't know what it was happening while else I'm doing this. I'm sitting there in the midst of a fever. I'm sweating. I can't do anything. I don't have a fan. I can't open a window. I just have to sit in this chair, and I'm sitting back like this and waiting to see if anything happens. And I'm just like, fly out. And I have my shirt, and I'm like, it's like down, and I'm like, no, please nobody notice. Please nobody notice. And I'm waiting for like Arden to jump into the Facebook thing and start cussing me the fuck out. Like, what are you doing, you dumb bitch? Like, stop that now. I am sorry. I am honestly the slutty, but I'm also at the moment just the sick. I wouldn't do this on anybody else's show but yours. I promise.
But
And
they didn't. But that didn't happen.
nobody noticed.
Exactly. Nobody noticed.
noticed.
And here's the thing.
Nobody in the chat said a thing.
I'm gonna
Producers
rewatch
didn't
though.
say shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is what.
No, this is my show, so I can
Now
go
you
through
just
all
got
of them.
35 more views back on that video. We're gonna have to check that out.
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible. But after that, once I took my pants off.
Wait, you didn't take them off. You
sailed
unbuttoned
through.
them.
Huh?
You unbuttoned them. You didn't take them off, right?
You don't know anything about how to keep eyes on a show, do you?
Maya Herleman.
I know, right?
That's a deep joke. That's a deep joke for those in the know.
For those of you, yeah, if you know, you know. No, yeah, I felt like that though, except with the shame that comes from not being a Christian trying to own the atheist. God. Oh my God. But yeah, that's what I was going through on the line. And I saw you guys in the side chat. I had it open. I couldn't pay attention to the side chat and the stream. I could barely stay awake. But
I think there's people requesting timestamps.
Right.
I was very pleased.
Titan,
for the
Bree,
record.
Nitty, Crystal, all the line mods. I saw you guys there. Like you guys, and there's a bunch of people that I'm missing too. I love you guys. Thank you for being there. Thank you for supporting me. It really just warmed my heart seeing you there, calling in, giving money. I don't even know how to convey what that meant to me. I don't have the words, but I mean, just love. I honestly and truly love you. But yeah, Mark, Alma, all the peeps that called in, you guys are all. Kalasia, saw you in there. Kalasia was actually I thanked her last stream, but she was also in the stream. There's a stream with Matt and Arden before, and she was chilling out last week's Bad Science Sunday, and she the same during that stream. And you guys are amazing. And I'm nothing without you. Thank you for being here each and every single week. But yeah, I'm sorry. That was my
So that's who you are and what you do.
That's what I do.
I was asking a philosophical question. I didn't expect you to go into detail, but thank you for
I
doing so.
wanted to because you just reminded me that I wanted to tell that story because I thought people might enjoy it.
No, it was good. I thought you did a good show. I didn't catch it on the live, but I caught it on replay.
Oh, cool. Thank you for that. That means a lot too. Seriously, for the people that if you can't make the live, making the playback means, it really does mean an equal amount to ish. Say ish. We do what we do for I probably stop doing things the way we do them if there wasn't people in the live chat. But as far as keeping the channel going, it means as much to the streamers to watch it, that you would watch it back in playback. So thank you, B.S. Lewis. What do you do? And what can people find if they watch your streams? Or streams? You don't do streams. Well, you do, and then you delete them.
Yes,
you do, and then you delete them. If they watch your videos, what can they, who are you? What do you do?
So, first of all, I have to say that I'm a recent convert to Bad Science Sundays because I'm not a big science guy myself.
Me too.
Not like Vandy. When that kind of talk goes on, I tune out and I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. But then I did tune in. I did tune in probably a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I had to tease him, tease him. I had to coax him in. I'm like, he's like, I don't do. I would watch what you do, but I don't like science.
Not that much.
I don't.
And I'm like, no, you'll be perfectly fine.
No offense to the science communicators in our area of expertise, but this is not my cup of tea. I know there's a place for a Dr. Dino and a Forrest Valakai and a Vandy and these people, like, but it's not my thing. I'm just you guys are the experts. I'm leaning on you for that stuff.
Right.
Just as I expect that my channel wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea. I've been told that I'm a very niche, acquired taste. So my channel, like I said earlier in the stream, if you missed it, is kind of, I want it to be a South Parky, Family Guy type of humor. Really in your face, really aggressive, really just pushing the envelope as much as I can before I get canceled, and then starting another channel and getting that channel canceled. Generally, I'm most well known for my animations. Like I said earlier too, also, if you just watch my channel, this is me learning animation on the job. Each video, I'm trying to set a personal goal for myself to implement a new strategy, a new technique, a new this, a new that. For personal growth, really. My channel is for me. Sorry, everybody else. My channel is for me. If you have a like sense of humor and a like wit like mine, you will like my channel. If you don't, you'll probably be offended. Like, just to be honest.
Yeah, I can't remember how many times you like hit me up just like, is this offensive? How racist is this?
Yes. And that brings
you were
me
like,
to
yes, and then you put it on.
So that brings me into this next thing. For those who are diehard Bad Science Sundayers, you will have known that Maya will be a guest spot in my not next video, which is news to her.
Well,
Me and
Chris said
Maya
that
did
he
some.
had one coming up, right?
Yes, me and Maya already did some audio recording about a month ago, and as I've been working on this cartoon, it is turning into an epic. I'm not going to say it's going to be as long as the Christmas video, where it's almost a half hour clocking in, but it's going to be close.
Wow.
It's going to be dealing with the topics of Old Testament morality, and Maya's playing a very pivotal part in it. She
Yeah, I
actually
was
has
kind
a
of
couple
surprised you
roles.
said that. He was like, I need a person with a black voice. And I'm like, you asked me?
A black, attractive woman voice. So you can't just be.
I thought that would be the harder one because I'm like, I gotta be sexy without being like
only one of the
overly
roles he
trashy. And that was hard. That was the easier part. Like the other,
Yes.
the altered voice. And I'm
Don't
like,
spoil too much. Don't
Yeah, I
spoil
don't want to
too
spoil.
much.
When I had to alter my voice, like that was hard. Trying to keep it level, and you were like, no, you got to raise it or you got to lower it, and I'm like, and then you got to do that 3 more times.
Yes, and so
And
Maya is my.
so I was really ready for you to say, okay, we need to do all of your voice parts over.
Maya's officially my third collab. My first was with Germania. Second, I had Math Pig on for a video, and third is now Maya. And she by far has the largest speaking parts of the 3 collabs I've done. Because it is very important to know that, like, you don't want me doing a girl voice. It would sound like this, and I would be like, "Oh, you're so sexy," and it just wouldn't. The immersion factor wouldn't be there.
Fair enough.
So,
I mean, because I think even Dark Matter has his wife doing the women part. So, I mean,
he does, and he actually had Shannon Q voice one of his more
I
recent
remember
ones.
that. That was a couple of years ago. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and that was actually a good one. That was a very philosophical. The difference between me and Dark Matter, because we're mainly the only
yeah, there's
animators
only
left.
one. There's only one difference between you and Dark Matter.
Is I'm a shitty fucking animator, and I'm a lot more silly and crude. Dark Matter is tended to drift into more philosophical territory, even except for his Jeffrey and God stuff.
Yeah,
still satirical.
I miss those. I haven't seen any Jeffrey and God ones lately.
His last one was one, so catch that up.
I'll go check that out. The last one I saw from him, it was good. It was him in therapist office.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Satan Atheist. Have you heard of that animator?
No, Satan Atheist.
He's a character like B.S. Lewis makes fun of C.S. Lewis. He's a character that makes fun of Satan Bruggencate.
That's
And
amazing.
his
I love
shit
it.
he is my favorite YouTube creator.
I have
Like
to check that out.
he has some awesome shit. He left YouTube because of he wants more freedom of speech stuff, and so he went to Odyssey or Rumble or stuff, so he wasn't more censored. But you'll see dicks. You'll see dicks, tons of dicks all over his fucking
Wow.
cartoons because he don't give a shit. But it's also in the like golden age of YouTube where you could just show that shit and not get popped for it.
Wait, that used to be a thing?
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Like
Goodness, okay.
and also like him, like I do, he focuses on a lot of other creators in the space, but he's a lot more mean than I am. So he'll make fun of like Jacqueline Glenn. He'll make fun of like Mario the Vigilant Christian, like Brett Keane. He has a whole opera about Brett Keane, like singing about how he beats his wife, which I guess was a thing, but I don't know.
Wow, that is horrible.
But now I'm plugging the wrong channel. I mean, Satan is awesome, but so for Maya and all those people watching, I told Maya when we first audio recorded, it was very fun. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I can't speak
I
for
drank a lot.
Yeah,
I was
and
so nervous.
that's the purpose of it. Get loose, get goose. I told you about a month because that's usually about my window for popping out a cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, I just really wanted to showcase you because I think that there are a lot of people in the community that will appreciate your humor, and I wanted my show to be by the community for the community and by the community, and you're in the community, so
yeah, I'm all up in that shit.
I want to make sure that I know that Ember did a thing where she was showcasing different channels and things like that, and I take a different approach, I think, to that, where you get to showcase who you are, and then it's like, hey, if you like me, please support me, and then here's my channel, and I mean, it's a little different, but I have introduced a lot of people. Like I remember, I think Laura was one of the first ones where, or probably Stephanie, actually, she's one of my mods now, was probably the first one. Stephanie Holmes was one of the first ones that we were constantly showcasing, and she was great. And then Laura and Ryan was probably another one more recent. A lot of people I think are already known or had bigger audiences, and coming on here brought people to our community. But I always want to keep this vibe where I'm collabing with people in the community and we're showing the love.
And I
because
appreciate
that. There was a time when I was new to the community, and it was streamers that were doing that got me like integrated and meeting so many of the people that I've met in the community. And I do it differently, and that's okay, than a lot of the people that have come before me have. But I still want to give. I think what my channel does is it gives back all the things that I loved about the community, where I found community in the side chat. And I usually found it late at night. It was I'm a late streamer. So I would, like Dapper Dinosaur. Before in the wee hours, in the wee times, like slightly after the Big Bang when he started streaming, it would be like 9:00 Mountain Time, which is perfect for me because everybody else went to bed, and he was on, and I wasn't done interneting, and I appreciated that there was somebody that was still up and doing the thing, and that was how I was introduced to Dapper Dinosaur, and I was introduced to him from a streamer that I won't name because fuck that guy. but it was again a late night streamer showcasing different streamers, and also progressive liberal. I don't know if Titan's here or not. It's how I met Titan was through progressive liberal, was through this other streamer that was showcasing streamers, and I was just always I don't know. For me, bringing the community together has been in my heart, and something that I've always wanted to give back, and so I want that to be aspects of my channel.
And I'll give 3 cheers to that, because I think me and you were acquainted with each other in chats before you were a channel. I was probably a fledgling channel, maybe before I was even a channel, but I've been around for a lot of years, but in a different name. But I remember, like, I invited you to collab, and you're like, "Whoa, me, whoa," like you did the whole "who is me?" Like, but
I felt that way, yeah.
But you caught my
I still
attention
feel that
because
way.
we've already like talked tons of times, and one of the most memorable things is that on a Rage's stream when he went to Raging Buddhist for a while, you are very knowledgeable about Eastern cultures and Eastern religions and Hinduism, and I am as well, and you were able to like resonate with that.
We were actually
whether
kind
it
of
be-
fighting with that. You were like, "No, come to Buddhism," and I'm like, "No, come to Taoism."
But just the fact that we both knew what the fuck we're talking about is
Right,
a step
right.
above most
Come
people
to
in the stream.
sciencism.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we were better than the atheists down there. It's like,
Yeah,
what are you
'cause
doing, dude?
all the
Atheism is the one true God.
Well, atheism all works in a Christian culture, Christian framework. It's like, no, you can deny gods in all kinds of cultures.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
you have to know what the fuck you're talking about first,
What?
though.
I'm a God denying Taoist.
Yeah.
Take checkmate, atheist.
But back to the video. I told you a month. Like I said, it's been morphing as I've been working on it. I actually picked up a sponsor for this video, and now I have to work on a spot for a sponsorship for this video.
That's awesome, man.
That is awesome.
And
I love to hear that.
yeah.
Yo, NordVPN, hook us up.
Yeah, right. And so I just got done animating a pretty epic battle scene, and because you know the context of the video. I haven't done much fighting in my videos. I've done like slapping and stuff, but now I actually animated it with music, a fucking animation to a whole battle, and it was taxing. And so now I'm like to the point where I was like, I need to take a break. I'm working on an edit video right now, and it's going to be out probably tomorrow. It only took me like 3 days to do, because that's my other passion. Is like, for Christmas I got the pro version of my editing software for my wife.
Nice.
And so I'm like, I need to play with these toys I got. And so now that's going to come out tomorrow. That's why my last video was like a fart Ermin thing. It was just me fucking around with the software and making Bart Ermin fart a lot. Which is very lowbrow humor. I get it. And I wrote that in the comments. I was like, this is lowest of lowbrow. But I feel like this tug where I have to appease the algorithm god. I'm like, I don't put shit out that often. And so here's something for you guys so the algorithm doesn't forget who I am.
That's pretty funny, though. I bet
you have to do it, though. I'm there with you.
So this video, the main video I'm working on, probably won't be out till mid to late March. But for all you raging BS Lewis fans out there, you can expect something tomorrow or the next day if I get sidetracked. But expect something within the next month that's going to be another epic that's kind of probably be on par with the Christmas video.
Nice. You got a lot of good responses from that Christmas video.
It's probably my favorite piece of work. I was very happy with it. I think I wrote the script good, and I like Apologia himself told me like I could have edited it down and cut it down, but I was like, no, because I put so many like money grubbing plugs in there. But I wanted to showcase like what apologetics is. It's like, exactly like the video we watched. Like it's ended with buy our DVD set, you know. Right. And there's so much of that money grubbing garbage that goes in. It's like let's gaslight people into thinking the spiritual and play on the emotions of fear with demons and all this stuff. But only we have the fucking the solution to the problem. If you buy our video or take our course or blah blah blah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
speaking of, sorry, just to interrupt, Maya, we should totally sell a DVD box set.
On it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just jump right on that.
Above what though? Just the greatest hits.
Just stop it. Stop it. We don't ask it questions.
Okay. So that's about plugging my channel. Like, thanks for the opportunity for having me on. I was kind of excited and nervous to come on tonight. I'm sorry for the technical
No, it was all the weasels.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Thank you for putting up with the weasels.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the audio or the visual.
Well, you sold the magnet jokes well, and I appreciate that. I always need a good wingman for my jokes. So
there you go.
My bafflement as to the reality of magnets is not a joke. It is reality. They are sorcery. Fundamentally, they are sorcery. Okay,
so we can expect you to be a theist by the night. Then.
Sorcery does not mean theism. It means sorcery.
I agree. Dude, whenever anybody tells me, like, what else could have happened with the resurrection? I'm like, you believe in black magic, don't you?
Anything else. By construction of the proposition, and it's not unique to that proposition, literally anything else could be the case.
Yeah. So you're keeping an open mind. That's good.
Yeah, indeed. That's what we do here.
Very open. It fell out a long time ago.
No, I do want to thank you, BS, for coming on. I want to thank you for thinking of me when you needed a black voice, because, like, why?
It was a black woman voice. I'm saying the black voice. I could have got like Jay on if I needed a black voice. Hey, Uncle Bobby, what are you doing? I need a black voice.
Black woman, fine. I'm sorry. I'm a different kind of token. I accept that.
You're a very niche token. Just fucking accept it. Come on.
No, I am. Which is why, like, I was on Skeptic Haven today because Mandisa and Jay were on, and I was just like, how do I get more black women on the internet? Because I don't want to do this forever. But I understand the need for the community that only I am filling. Jenna, for God's sake, get on here.
Jenna, you left Maya as the only black woman on all the internet. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Now we're gonna have to listen to her or Candace Owens. What the hell?
Wow.
I seem to recall watching Mandisa earlier, so there's that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Mandisa's a busy lady. She's got like a whole like foundation to run.
Sorry. It's fucking
like Jenna's got absolutely nothing to do but stream, so she should be doing more of it. Anyways, if you want to see more of Jenna on the internet, she'll be here, I think, in 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, something like.
Before we wrap up, I have to say that, like, not only are you and me getting canceled, but Gurr is getting canceled in the next video too. So.
Oh yeah.
Suck it, Gurr.
Oh yeah, BS. If you're a snowflake, just don't sub to BS. Like I don't want to.
What?
If you're a snowflake,
are you trying to tell people to not sub to me? Come on, this is horrible promotion.
Do you not want anybody to sub to me?
I'd rather them sub and then unsub. Because I need to catch up to Maya. I need 700 subs quick. I'm not going to be another pedestal on her ladder of success.
It's literally my only role. Okay, so
look,
there's that.
Sit over there and look pretty and add more subs. Anyway,
yes, man.
God, this is shit that streamers go through, right? No, we are seriously. It's just like I'm only one less. They're in my league. Totally gonna pass. Where the fuck did 150 people? No,
yeah,
I would be pissed.
I think I don't have any in with the line though, because I made a Matt Dillahunty short and it wasn't super flattering about him. So. I'm probably not going to be on the line anytime soon.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I would like 150 more.
Can I have 150 more, please?
All right. It
All
could
right.
happen if
I'm
Arden
drinking too
liked
much.
me. Like, it could totally happen. And you know what? I'll bring you back on here, and I'll showcase you in your next cartoon, and we'll do it the back doorway.
Yay!
Because solidarity, goddamn it. But yeah, okay. So I appreciate Jenna for coming and showing the love, and because she and Oz are the only ones live. That's where the fuck we're going, bitches. And one day I'll hit 1,000 subs and I'll be able to do a redirect the proper way. But until then, everybody say hi to B.S. Lewis. Toughen up, snowflakes, sub, and watch every cartoon start to finish. Hey, anything else before we dip out?
That's all, folks.
All right. Say bye.